took my love and I took it down. I climbed the mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide brought it down. Afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. I'm getting older too. I'll take my love and take it down. Climb a mountain and turn around, and if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, will the landslide bring you down? And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, will the landslide bring you down?
Thank you. Well, Fleetwood Mac starts Sunday morning. Nothing wrong with that. Somehow we've managed to survive the year of the Common Era 2025. As my old acting teacher used to say, Allah be praised. So, good morning and welcome to Unity of Bellevue. I'm Reverend Charles Perry, and I'm a senior minister here at Unity of Bellevue, and it is my joy and honor and privilege to welcome you to our service today. If you're new, I just want you to know that we're here to help you heal, both spiritually and whatever else might ail you. And if there's anything that I can do to help, I want you to get in touch with me. There's a little business card holder on that table in the back by the door, and it has my business cards in it. And they have my cell phone number and my email address. And I invite you to pick one up and use it if you need it. I'm here for you. I also want you to know that we're glad you're here. If you're new and you're looking for a place, I hope you'll give this place a good shot. Come back maybe 2-3 times before you decide, I don't know, or yeah, this is my place. And definitely check out the newcomers or the welcome table that is back on your way to the amazing food that we're going to have for lunch when we're done. and pick up one of those welcome packets. It's a white envelope with a teal wave on it about yay big. And there's some good stuff in there about Unity, but there's also a connection card that we'd like for you to fill out and leave with us. And you can hand that to me or Reverend Monica or one of our greeters or ushers. You can actually also fill one out right now if you want to. They're in the seat backs in front of you, and leave that in the offering bowl. But it's a way for us to know how to get in touch with you. And we'll put you on our email list and let you know about all the great things that are happening here at Unity. And if you are joining us online this morning, and good morning to all of our friends online, you can go to our website, www.unityofbellevue.org, and go to the I'm New page and fill out a little form there, and we will snail mail you one of those welcome packets. Or if you just want to get signed up for the e-blast, go down to the bottom of any page on the website, and you can just put in your email address, and we will get you hooked up. We also want you to know that you are welcome, accepted, safe, and celebrated here, regardless of your race, creed, color, ethnicity, national origin, religious background, sexuality, gender identity, economic status, or if you are a person who is differently abled. And on that note, I'd like to mention we have hearing assist devices available if you need, and you can check with our usher or one of our greeters, and they will hook you up with those. So in the interest of that inclusivity, we like to start off with our statement of being, and I'd like to invite you all to affirm it with me together. There's only one presence and one power, active as my life and as the universe, God the good, omnipotent. And now I'd like to invite you to affirm our mission statement together. We are an inclusive spiritual community that restores wholeness, practices peace, and promotes equity. Unity is a positive, practical, progressive approach to Christianity based on the teachings of Jesus and the power of prayer. Unity honors the universal truths in all religions and respects each individual's right to choose a spiritual path. And we are delighted that you have chosen to walk with us today. Won't you please join me in prayer? Sweet Spirit, as we consider this jumping off point into a new year, a new trip around the sun, we pause and we allow ourselves to consider those things that might no longer serve us. As we do, we remember to be gracious. As gracious as we hope to be with others, may we be with ourselves, knowing that your ever-present grace is there for us, and we only need to open our hearts to feel it. As we open our arms to the sun on this glorious day, for this day, and for all these friends, and for this wonderful spiritual home where we can come together, we say thank you, sweet Spirit. Thank you, God. And so it is. Amen. Well, please join me in welcoming our music director, Tony Serzo, and our wonderful band.
Good morning, everybody. We have our friend Todd Kimbrough tickling the ivories and singing the blues. And then our friend Jeff Peterson is joining us today.
Hey, Jeff.
Our buddy Eric Stevens is down in Arizona visiting his mom, as a good boy would. And then we also have April Drake, a fabulous singer. Please stand as you are able and join us in singing. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the praises of the soul rise among us. Let it rise. Let the songs of the Lord
Let the joy of the Spirit rise among us. Let it rise. Oh, let it rise. Oh, let it rise.
Let the glory of the Lord rise among us.
Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the praises of the soul rise among us. Let it rise. Let the songs of the Lord rise among us. Let the songs of the Lord rise among us. Let the joy of the Spirit rise among us. Let it rise. Let it rise. Let it rise.
Say, oh, let it rise. One more time. Oh, let it rise. There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. Now I can say if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you've got to let it go, let it all go. 1, 2, 3. And this is what you got to say. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide.
Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. And I'm free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
I
Release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. My heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light.
I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Thank you. Please be seated. Let it go. Let it be. And receive the Spirit in all things. Let it go. Let it be.
Let it be.
And receive the Spirit in all things.
In all things.
Let it go.
Let it go. Let it be.
And receive the Spirit in all things. Let it go.
Let it go.
So now is the time that we move into meditation. And I invite you to get comfortable where you are. Maybe put your feet flat on the ground if that feels good. Raise the crown of your head up towards the sky and take a nice deep cleansing breath or two. Lay aside any of the things that you may have had in your hand. Most especially, let go of anything that's been on your mind or tugging at your heart during this holiday season. It's okay. It's okay. You can let it go. As we prepare to do our burning bowl, maybe what we need most to do is simply be willing to let go of something before we can even think about letting it go. Can we be willing? Part of that is knowing if we've been carrying something around. And very often those things that are holding us back, bedeviling us, creating stress and anxiety, they show up in our bodies somewhere. So I invite you now to take another deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And let's do a quick scan and see if we can find any tension, up around our forehead or our eyes, or our eyebrows knitted, or are we holding tension in our face somewhere? Are we scowling? Is our brow knotted? Are we clenching our jaw maybe? Do we need to just work our jawbone a little bit and take another deep breath? If we've been holding things in, maybe we've got some tightness in our throat. Or maybe we've been trying not to cry. And that shows up there too. Can we open up and breathe through there? Oh, boy. Our neck and shoulders tight, like they can so often be, Do we have a neck? Do we need to take a deep breath and drop our shoulders some? Yeah. That feels good. Have we been protecting ourselves? Are we holding tension in our arms, maybe? Is there a tightness in our chest? Can we just breathe into that? Just imagine the breath dissolving all that tightness and then just letting it go. Maybe as we breathe in, we feel some tightness around our middle. We're afraid of hearing some bad news, or we're having a tough time standing up. That's kind of in the lower back part of there. Let's just a tough one today, maybe. We can breathe into that and just let go. Is there tightness in our hips or our upper legs? Are we prepared to run? Do we need to just breathe into them and then consciously, maybe even consciously tighten those muscles, and then as we exhale, relax. Just let them go. Have we been walking on eggshells somewhere? If so, maybe our calves and our shins are knotted up a little bit. Just breathe down into them and relax them too. Have we been experiencing some kind of chronic pain? We may be grabbing the ground with our toes and keeping our feet tight to just get through another minute with it, If so, let's just breathe into that and see if we can let that go. Just breathe through it, breathe into it, breathe through it. And in this quiet, relaxed state, let's just spend a moment or two in communion with the Spirit of all that is, in the silence. Our friend Daniel Nahmod sings a song called Get Ready. Get ready, my soul. So let's get ready. Let's get ready to dive into what's next. What's next to release? What's next to affirm? What's next to experience, next to allow? And at that same time, let's dive into this precious moment. Remembering not just to look behind and ahead, but to find the joy in today, now, here. Because joy is here. Love is here. Compassion is here. Friendship is here. And for that and all the other blessings that are right here, we are so grateful. Thank you, sweet Spirit. Thank you, God. So it is. Amen.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. Though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Thank you. God, that's good stuff. Not that I'm overly fond of music from the 70s, but I will just say back in the 70s, we weren't listening to a lot of music from the 1920s. But here in the 2020s, we still listen to some stuff from the 70s. Just throwing that out there. So this is the second of 3 of Unity's only real ritual things that we do. You know, mostly Unity's pretty loosey-goosey when it comes to what we do on Sunday, right? Or some evenings. I've often done this service on New Year's Eve, actually. But at the end of the year and the beginning of the new year, we have a period where we do the 12-power candle lighting, very often on Christmas Eve. And then we do the burning bowl that we're going to do today. And then we kick off the new year with the White Stone service that we're going to do next Sunday. And I invite everybody to come back for that because it's a great way to start the new year. But it is a great way of honoring the passing of the seasons while reminding us of kind of what's ours to do spiritually. We honor the power within us. We release the things that no longer serve us. And then we set an intention about what it is we're going to do with our next year, right? And so that's kind of a healthy way of looking at it. So a little later, we're going to jump into the actual part where you guys do paperwork, and I hope everybody got the materials. Did anybody not get all the slips of paper in the envelope, and does anybody not have a working writing utensil? If so, please raise your hand, and Diane will hook you up. Okay? So, just to kind of give you a little background, in unity terms, the last candle that we lit on Wednesday night was for renunciation, or the power of elimination. And the power of elimination is the faculty by which we release false beliefs and accomplish a mental cleansing. Elimination enables us to surrender to spirit any thought that is not for our highest good, so that transformation and purification of consciousness can take place. In the Revealing Word, which is the companion book to the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, Fillmore writes that elimination is a letting go of old thoughts in order that new thoughts may find place in consciousness. A healthy state of mind is attained when the thinker willingly lets go the old thoughts and takes on the new. This is illustrated by the inlet and outlet of a pool of water. And the best example of that, of course, is the Dead Sea, right? Anybody know why the Dead Sea is dead? Yeah, nothing. Yeah, it is literally the shores of the Dead Sea are the lowest elevation spot on Earth. I think it's 400 and some meters below sea level. So once water gets down there, it's got no place to go. And what has happened over the millennia, or the eons, is that as water that is carrying some kind of something in it goes down there, and it'll eventually evaporate, but the some kind of something just stays. And it is almost the saltiest water on Earth. The salt content is about somewhere between 30 and 34%. It's like if you ever had trouble floating on your back, you go to the Dead Sea and go swimming. You can just lay there and, you're not going down in there unless you really try very hard. It's pretty thick stuff. There's actually like natural asphalt that occurs in that thing. It's that there's just, you wouldn't want to drink that stuff ever, right? But it's because stuff goes in and it never goes out. In Unity, we teach denials and affirmations, and a lot of times we forget about the denial part. We just want to affirm stuff. Oh, I don't want to think negative things. It's no fun, right? But that is absolutely a required part. From the 12 Powers of Man, Fillmore says that thoughts are things. They occupy space in the mental field. A healthy state of mind is attained and continued when the thinker willingly lets go the old thoughts and takes on the new. Our brother and way-shower Jesus taught us that when he said, "No one sews a piece of new, unshrunk cloth on old clothes. Otherwise, the patch tears away from it, the new from the old, and makes a worse tear. No one pours new wine into old leather wineskins. Otherwise, the wine would burst the wineskins, and the wine would be lost and the wineskins destroyed. But new wine is for new wineskins. In their agrarian society in which he found himself, that was his way of saying, if you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. Right? So we have to make sure we toss out the old wine, and we get us a new wineskin to put that stuff in. So what we're going to do now is not exactly what we who are members of the 12-step community would call the fourth step, but it's kind of loosely based on it. All right? And everyone should have a little half piece of paper. And if you kind of turn it sideways like this, at the top it says, Burning Bowl Discovery Process. So this is how we're going to do this. So we're going to have columns of things that we write. I'm going to say let's write maybe at least 5 things, but no more than 10, because if we all do our fourth step, we're going to be here until Thursday. Okay, we don't want to do that. But at least let's think of things that are like at the top of our mind, or the things that are really eating our lunch, or they've really spread out and gotten a big rent-free place in our head right now. Okay, so that first column is for resentments, and that's where we start. What things are we resenting today? Is somebody ticking us off? Is something ticking us off? Some person, institution, whatever it might be. There are probably, I'm sure most of us can come up. You might say, oh, I don't have anything against anybody. Okay, sugar, let's that's good, and right, let's dig a little deeper. Let's go under the things that we affirm. All right? So we want to just go ahead and list those out, right? You put those down, make a list until you feel like, okay, that's enough. I got enough resentments to work with here. So then you want to go to the second column, which is the affects my column. And what you do is for each one of those resentments, you want to try to jot down, well, why am I resenting that? What is it doing to me? Right? What is at stake? What's at risk? Is it my livelihood, my self-esteem, my relationship with somebody? What's the thing that means something to me that is at risk there? Okay? And go all the way down, right? Do all of them. You want to do this vertically. Then when you're done with those, you want to take a look, and this one requires us to be what we say in 12-step, rigorously honest. I'm not going to say brutally honest, because usually that ends up being more about the brutality than the honesty. But rigorously honest. Do I own a piece of this? Even if the only piece I own was, man, I had some unrealistic expectations about that person or that situation or whatever. I thought they were going to be like this, and they turned out to be like that. That's on me. Even if they were just completely pure evil, all right, well, I got myself in that situation somehow. But it's useful information to know what our piece of these things is, right? And then finally, and this is the money column, my fear. And what we put in there is, what was I afraid of? What was I afraid of losing? What was I afraid of not getting? What fear do I have around that? So for example, let's say you got fired this year and you're still kind of sore about it. And it wasn't anything you did. You didn't do anything wrong, right? Maybe it was because your boss was crazy, or maybe the place was going under, whatever it might be, all right? And you think, well, that's a justified resentment. And I'm not afraid of anything. They were mean to me or whatever. But at the end of the day, when we're angry about something, resentful about something, anger is based in fear. Right? Anger is a secondary emotion. Fear is a primary emotion. So maybe we find out that my fear is, maybe it's around my self-esteem, and that losing that job really triggered that. Or maybe it's about, I always have this fear of insufficiency, of lack, of poverty, of not having enough, not being able to take care of my family, whatever it might be, right? And that's a real fear that a lot of us have had throughout our lives. So we're going to then go down through, and for each of those things, we're going to try to figure out what was it that I was afraid of. Now, here's the really interesting piece about this is, for me personally, and for a lot of us who have done this in the 12-step community, what we end up finding is I might have 60 resentments, and I've done this, had a couple pages of those, right? And it turned out they were all based on 2 fears. So it's like if I can overcome those 2 fears, I have done a whole lot of cleaning up. So hopefully you might find either, wow, those are all based on, 1 or 2 fears, and this one's like 4 of them and that one's 2 of them. So what I want to do is today we're going to get rid of that one that's really been tearing me up. Right? So then when you're done with that and you've identified that, hopefully, or even if they're all, like you do 5 of them and they're 5 different fears, one of them is probably going to stand out to you. One of them is probably going to pinch you, as my old acting coach used to say. I want you to turn this over on the back. I want you to write, I release my fear of blank, whatever it is, fill in the blank, and I am free. And then you're going to go outside and burn this thing. And so I'm going to invite you all to leave the sanctuary by that door back there, not the one you came in through, but the exterior door of the building that's back in that corner. And then go out there to where Jim has been, bravely and assiduously attending the fire. Drop this in the fire, watch it burn, then come on back in through the main sanctuary door, and we'll get to work on writing a letter to ourselves, which I will explain when we get to that point. Go. One last thing. If you came in here today knowing I'm going to burn that, whatever it is, go ahead and write that on there too. But go through the process, because you might learn something that's, that you need to learn. Okay? All right, let's go. Turn, turn, turn.
I thought that was the wrap-up.
No, that's turn, 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 turn.
Oh. We have a song we'd like to play.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize the signal.
We'll work on that.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to laugh, a time to weep. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to break down, a time to gain, a time to lose, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time for love, a time for hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven.
Thanks, guys. So now we're going to do another little process, and that's what you got the other paper and envelope for, and that's where we write a letter to our future self. So you're the only person that's ever going to see this, unless somebody's steaming open your mail. What happens after it goes through the Postal Service is anybody's guess. But the idea is you're going to get these letters about halfway through this coming year, and while you can put anything on there that you think you might like to hear in 6-ish months, I'm going to go to one of my other previous groups, and that's the U.S. Army, and suggest maybe you do this like what we would call an AAR, or an after-action review, and that is 1 sustain and 1 improve. All right? So maybe think about one thing you want to make sure you're doing better, and one thing that you're doing good there, Because too often we around this time of year, especially when we get into doing our New Year's resolutions, we kind of start thinking negatively about all the things we've done wrong, and we forget about those things we've been doing right. And I think it's worth reminding ourselves, hey man, you're doing good on this thing, and I hope you're still, keeping it up, because you're really rocking that, whatever that is. As well as saying, I hope you're still getting up at 7 in the morning and going to the gym like you said you were gonna, or I hope you're still having salad every day and ice cream once a month instead of ice cream every day and salad once a month like you said you were gonna, right? So let's go ahead and write a letter to your future self, and then you seal it up in that envelope you got, and you can put it in the basket on the table at the back as you're leaving the sanctuary today, and we will mail those to you about halfway through the year, okay?
When the holidays are over, history grows another year older. Starting with a midnight wish, we'll raise our glass and reminisce. Another year behind us, and a brand new year ahead. Here's to life, it's another year on. Here's to friends, old and new, here and gone. To the lessons we've learned and the bridges we've burned. Here's to old lang syne. Here's to peace in our world far and near. And to our health, I'm just glad we're all here. To the tears that were cried and the love that survived, and to all a happy new year. To the lessons we learned and the bridges we've burned, here's to old lang syne. Here's to peace in our world far and near. To our health, I'm just glad we're all here. To the tears that were cried and the love that survived, and to all a happy new year. And to all a happy new year. Thanks.
So just a quick reminder as you all finish up, make sure you write your name and address on the envelope. It does help. And I say that because I've actually had it happen as we go through the envelopes in June or July. We will invariably come across an envelope with nothing written on it. So, we don't want to, open them and read them because we promised we wouldn't. So, yeah. Let's make sure we address them. All right, are we feeling pretty good about that part? All right. So we're going to go ahead and move on to doing our offertory because we love giving back to this place that's given us so much this year. So if you have not been with us for a while, or if you've never been with us, we do this in a manner that I learned from Edwene Gaines, who is a big prosperity teacher in the Unity movement. She calls this the sacred walk of abundance. And what we do is we come up here to those of us who are actually in the sanctuary, and hey, all you folks online, you can go to our website and give there. But if you're in the sanctuary today, you can come up, and if you're physically giving today, you're going to put your gift in this bowl here. But everybody, whether you give physically or not, comes up and you get a little affirmation. I like to call these spiritual vitamin pills. If you're on this side of the sanctuary, after you visit that bowl, you're going to come over to this one and then go around that way. People on that side will get their affirmation from that bowl and go that way, and we can kind of keep the traffic flowing. And just to give you an example, mine says, "Praise God, I am ready for a miracle. I expect a miracle." Yeah.
Well,
Hooah, as we would say. So we're going to go ahead and bless up our tithes and love offerings with our offering affirmation, which is on the screen behind me, together. I give freely and fearlessly, fulfilling the law of giving and receiving. This is the bounty of God, and I send it forth with wisdom and joy. So we do.
Maybe it's much too early in the game. But I thought I'd ask you just to say, what are you doing New Year's Eve?
Wonder whose arms will hold you good and tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock at night. Welcoming in the New Year's Eve.
Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one that you chose.
Out of the 1,000 invitations you receive.
But in case I stand a little chance,
Here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's Eve?
Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one that you chose out of 1,000 invitations you received. Ah, but in case I stand a little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. Oh, what are you doing New Year's? New
Thank you. Sweet Spirit, we give thanks for these tithes and love offerings. We send them forth to do the work of Spirit, as lived and taught by our brother and way shower, Jesus the Christ. We see each gift returning to the giver, not just tenfold or 100-fold, but 1,000-fold. A good measure, heaped up, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And so it is. Amen. All right, Reverend Monica's got some announcements for us. One last piece of business about what we were just doing. There is a basket on the table that is by the door as you leave. Place your self-addressed envelope in that. Okay, thank you.
Good morning. My name is Monica McDowell Elvig. I'm your center administrator. Wow, we only have one page of announcements. It's like a record or something. We always have one-on-one prayer following every service. Today, Denise is our prayer chaplain. She's standing with a white stole. She'll be up front here at the stage. You can approach her if you would like her to pray with you. We also have prayer request forms, cards in the backs of your seat that you can fill out and put in the prayer request box by the south entrance. And if you're online, you can go to our website, unityofbellevue.org/pray, and fill out the prayer request form there. That will be emailed to our prayer chaplains who will respond via email. We always have lunch after every service as well. Women Connect is hosting. Thank you, Women Connect. Kathy is doing the main dish, and a lot of women have helped out, so thank you for that. Join us for some food and fellowship in the Friendship Room, which is diagonally from this room. And I believe there is plans to do a Diving Deeper small group discussing today in the library and on Zoom. Susan isn't here, but I believe she's somebody is scheduled to facilitate that. But show up at 12:30 and see. 12:30 in the library, and the Zoom link is on our launch page. We are continuing to have our 2026 fundraising calendar for sale for $20. You can pick one up in the bookstore. It follows the 12 Powers, which will be the entire theme for Reverend Charles' talks next year. So it's a great way to see that calendar on a daily basis and connect with the messages. So check that out if you haven't already. And just a reminder that our offices are closed between the holidays, Christmas and New Year. So unless it's an emergency, you probably won't hear back from us if you email us or call us. Next Sunday, we have our White Stone ceremony, our annual White Stone ceremony. You won't want to miss that. And then at 12:30, we have our Sacred Drumming Circle with Ivana. That is going to be by love offering to Unity of Bellevue, and that will be in the library. And there's a sign-up sheet out in the atrium on the table. If you are interested, please put your name there. Okay, Happy New Year, everyone. Let's close with a peace song, followed by the prayer for protection.
A peace that was meant to be with God as creator.
right now.
With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and give each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds us.
We are the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
We are the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
We are the power of God.
And the presence of God watches over us.
We are the presence of God.
Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Happy New Year, Unity.
Alrighty. It's family, all are we, and poor Todd, I print the chart every, so here's the thing. I'm innocent I say. Look, see, I wrote it in for myself. It won't print. So it just prints the chart with no annotations. Yeah, if you go print, it's hard to see, but there's no annotation. So,
Great job on that, on the Here's to Live song. Sorry, my brain short-circuited on the tempo thing. Well, the thing about that, sometimes I have to learn songs that are on YouTube because I can't play them on my